I just wanted to throw a quick disclaimer out there just to let everybody know. I did run this final edit by Sarah before I published it.
Can confirm.
Merry Squidsmas, everyone. Well, it's been a quiet weekend in Lake Scabagon, my hometown. In today's episode, Pete drops an F-bomb. They discuss the nutritional value of large rodents, talk about Christmas presents they never got as kids, listen to voicemails, take a stab at saving marriages, and Kevin gets confused with the timeout/time-in rule and accidentally reveals one of Brock's secrets.
Oh, what a day.
You're telling me.
You were not joking. It's been terrible. Where you guys live, do they do the apple taste test? I think in second grade they do it here.
Do they?
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I think
in New York. Yep.
yeah, I think they're unintentionally creating apple snobs out of second graders because they give them like
Yeah.
a Red Delicious, a Granny Smith, a Pink Lady, a Fuji. And both of our girls came home on apple taste testing day and were like, I like Fuji apples. That's all I want from now on.
There
Fuji
you go. Yeah,
apples.
the most expensive ones. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like in the name of science, we've created snobbery, and
That's
it
how we
hurts
do it
my
here.
paycheck. Yeah,
Yeah.
because no one picks the Red Delicious after you have all those one after another. It's not happening.
Right.
I have a beverage, and it's been a long day, so I have a second beverage on deck.
Excellent.
I have decided to reduce my alcohol intake, but not starting tonight.
Not tonight. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I decided to increase my alcohol content starting yesterday.
Oh,
Nice. What direction did that go?
No, I had a beer at the hotel. I'm traveling for work, so I'm all alone.
Oh,
The only baby to put to bed tonight is me.
the hardest one to put to sleep.
Yeah.
Where in this great big world are you?
I went to Astoria. Whoa.
Oh, it's Astoria,
Yeah.
Queens.
Yeah.
Welcome to New York
Yep.
City.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yep. Thank you. I'm in your state. Right down the street from the green Walmart. Should I, I'm in this hotel. Should I just, hop on my phone and go get a beer from the corner store while we're on the show? I can report from the streets of Astoria.
I'm not opposed.
I'm not opposed to that.
Uh-huh.
It would make for a great low light.
Mm-hmm. Should I run my mile?
You haven't done it yet?
No.
You got a lot on deck tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna run his mile while drinking a beer.
I was gonna say.
If there was a place where that was legal,
Savannah,
I've been talking about
Georgia.
this
New
before, haven't we?
Orleans.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hood River, Oregon. I'm just in the wrong part of the state.
You are.
Good River. So super quick, and then we can start the episode. The Fleetwood Mac guitar. My father-in-law. So backstory. I don't know if I've told you guys. Rachel and I both lost our fathers within 8 months of each other. So, and they were both very benevolent and giving people. So my father-in-law was in the big business world. And anytime he'd go to a trade show or something, they'd have things to bid on. But he would just bid on it for these charities, and then he would just figure out who he was going to give it to and just give it to them. Okay.
That's cool.
So
That is
the David Tyree, the Yogi Berra, the Derek Jeter that I showed you as I was going by, those were all charity auctions. But he did it for all of his kids, all the ones that married in. If he knew something that they liked, he would look out for it and bid on it, because it was all going to charity. So one day I knew one thing: if I get a text from my father-in-law, and again, this is all not in the podcast, just
Oh, yeah.
if I knew that if I got a text from my father-in-law, you did one of two things: you'd never questioned, and you said yes. Okay. So one day he texts me, "Do you want an FMG?" And I went, "FMG? I have no idea." He also spoke in acronyms. And so PSKs, Portuguese shit kickers, where are my PSKs, So, but he goes, "Do you want an FMG?" And I'm like, "Yes." I went with my rule. Yes. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to get a female horse? I don't know, like, but we just go, yes. And so about 2 weeks later, a huge box arrives on my front step. And my wife is like, what did he get you? Because they go on trips. That's their thing. They used to go on trips, and like that was the big stuff that they would do. Uh, like she and her dad. So I open it up, and it's this signed huge Fleetwood, and like you saw, shadow boxed, already set, already done, signed Fleetwood Mac guitar that he bid on at this auction.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I don't question the price. I don't.
Right.
Again, you don't question. You say thank you.
Yep.
Right.
So but it was just cool because and this thing is from his brother-in-law who's also in a similar thing. He been on a thing for Dropkick Murphys,
Oh,
and
yeah?
it sat in his basement for 2 years, and then he saw that I went to a Dropkick Murphys show, and he goes, "Hey, I got something for you." So I'm like, "Oh, okay," and he goes, "It's better than sitting in my basement." I went, "Again, we don't question. We don't question."
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
That's very
I love
cool.
it.
That's cool.
I
The
have
kingdom
a
of heaven is like a man who brings from his storehouse treasures old and new.
Amen. I don't take it for granted, that's for sure. And it's cool. So when he was going through like his cancer battle and stuff, I'm like, this is the time I can get back, so anytime he needed a ride somewhere or whatever, you're on it because you're just
Yeah.
so thankful for everything that they did, he did. So yeah, so that's so it was cool that he knew that it was reciprocated and that the love was felt mutually. So it was pretty cool.
sounds like a good man.
Yeah. Yeah. Now back to the comedy.
I have a Weezer metal tin sign that someone did the same thing, bought at a charity auction and didn't really like
Yes.
Weezer and was like, "Hey, I think you might like them." It's like I do. So it's in my
Right.
office, and not a single college student yet in over a year has asked me about Weezer. Even with the
Oh,
'90s revival, nothing. It's very
I was
sad.
going to say, it seems like the right time for people to ask you about Weezer, but
yes.
It
That,
does. I did have a conversation. We had a freshman last year, tennis player, who wore, I think, a Smashing Pumpkin shirt into a meeting one time, like our weekly meeting. And so I had to ask her, I was like, do you like them? Or like, is it just a shirt you like? Like, trying to, I didn't ask her to name 3 songs. I just wanted to know, is this, a fashion statement or do you actually like the band? She's like, no, I love them. She's like, my favorite music is like 90s grunge, like old throwback stuff. I was like, I'll set that comment aside, but we'll talk about this. And
what
so
do
we
you
did.
mean throwback? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I learned today, guys, about
what?
being old. So I had to do
I've
some,
learned so much.
I learned a very specific thing today. I had to do some sort of required training, about discrimination and microaggressions. So it was this online thing. And it was
Mhm.
talking about protected groups. And then like age is one of the categories, right?
Yep.
What I learned, I knew that. What I learned today is 40 and up is the age cutoff for that. We are in the protected group. We
Oh
cannot
no.
be
So
discriminated against.
you can't make fun of me for liking 90s music because I'm too old for that now.
I immediately told my staff at work who were younger than me, if y'all make fun of what I listen to, our HR will be in your office. So
That's right.
tread lightly.
Why don't you just open up this pit with me?
Exactly.
Hey,
And you can't complain about it and say it's
Right.
because I'm old.
hey, can we I got something that needs to go on the record, so can we start the podcast?
Hey, guys.
Do we have to
Sure.
start to go on
Podcast
the record?
together.
Hold up.
I just
Just to
assume
make it
everything's
easier.
on the record unless it's explicitly called out as not.
That's
Well,
right.
I
Right.
mean, I just wanted to give a definitive point of okay, time in.
Wait,
Which I
wait,
have to-
time out. Guys, I'm DB Cooper. Time back in.
Okay.
No
I
idea
got to
what
make
that
sure I'm
means.
very careful and I cut that part out. We wouldn't want that getting out.
No, sir. No, I don't want anyone to know that time out. I'm DB Cooper. Time back in.
Time out. What do you mean?
Well, you ever hear about DB Cooper?
Remind me.
So how did you survive the parachute?
Is
Time
there a
in.
reward?
DB
Because we may
Cooper.
have to tell on you.
DB Cooper jumped out of an airplane with all kinds of ransom money in the Pacific Northwest way back
Yeah.
in the day, right?
I knew it
And
sounded
so,
familiar.
time out because I'm DB Cooper. Time back in. Um, it's the sort of thing you wouldn't want to share if in fact you were. You know, if you happen to be DB Cooper, you wouldn't want anyone to know.
That was a great documentary time out about you. Time in that I saw on Netflix.
So that's why the mustache, you're incognito. I get it.
Well,
If you
Ah.
were
Time
in
out.
fact, time out, DB Cooper, time in, you would not want to be recognized. So you need a clever disguise that stays with you. I get it. I get it.
Time out. The Ewing that you're saying here, time in, is related to the Netflix Royal You time out, not you, Brock Dennis, time in about DB Cooper.
yeah, I think that's probably about right. I mean, the thing is, I was really young when it happened, so
Time out.
you know,
Allegedly.
No,
Well-
time out because you're incriminating yourself. I timed it back in. So
no,
let me
no,
time
I
out.
was really young when it happened.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, time out. When I was
When-
DB Cooper and I jumped out of an airplane, time back in.
When it happened. Oh, I completely
Yeah,
understand.
you know.
Time out. You mean the actual thing
incident,
about DB
yeah.
Cooper. Time in. It is the royal it. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Wait, if we
Correct.
accidentally call two timeouts in a row, is it like two negatives equal a positive? Because I'm trying to make sure I keep it straight here.
I think that it's left channel, right channel.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
a-
okay.
It's
Yeah.
an
So
up,
this-
up, left, down, A, B, down, up situation.
Oh, two wrongs don't make a right,
Oh.
but 45 do.
Wow.
I haven't even poured anything yet. Dang it.
Wow.
Kevin, you should keep all of that in, I think.
Statute of limitations. I think he might be okay. If he was, in fact, DB Cooper.
Time out. Let's do an episode within an episode. So start the episode now. We'll time back in at the end so you can't use any of it.
Sub episode,
Perfect.
right?
That'll make it editing really easy. And delete.
I would respect you so much, Kevin, if you put out something that was like 34 seconds that was an introduction, a brief comment, time out, a time in, a conclusion, and then you held off the normal episode for like till midday on Friday or something. Just so those who subscribe
It's,
get
it's
34
just,
seconds
very-
of nothing.
it's just me saying, "Hey, can we start this episode?" I have something
That's
to
it,
get
yeah.
on the record.
And jackassery, I think jackassery is
Merry
really at
Christmas.
its finest when it is structural jackassery. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. This will be a great audio medium, and once again, great podcasting material.
So we're just so innovative. No one else is doing it the way we do it.
They really aren't. They really aren't.
Probably because they're good at it. They want listeners and monetization.
And all those people who've been tuning in now that we have guests are going to be like, what the hell is what is this nonsense?
It was a trap.
Honestly, we need to keep ourselves honest by having a show without guests every now and then.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Pete isn't the only crazy one. Done. Got it. Good. Thank you for making me feel better about my life right now. Oh.
Pete, you said you had like a story or something you were going to say?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's Failure Puddle Friday, but that
Oh,
was
we'll get there.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Just a visual aid. If you saw me put my feet up, this was going to Ert.
Oh, hey, Eric, check out those socks.
Suck it, buddy. You're
That's
not
right,
the only
Stretch
one.
Armstrong socks.
Not the only one, baby.
Last pair my ass.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's just good marketing. Just put one pair out at a time. It's the last
yeah.
one.
There we go.
Sponsored by Stretch Armstrong.
That's right. That's right. That's our first
If only.
sponsor. And also another visual aid, since we're doing visual aids now. Anytime I want to swear today, I'm going to throw an F-bomb. That's
Oh,
right.
yeah, I see that.
An F-bomb.
It's a little
When you-
bomb with an F on it. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I should get a screen grab of this. Hold on here. Let me just 1, 2, 3.
Is that commercially available or is that a handmade F-bomb?
That was a handmade F-bomb by
That's
one
what
of
I
the
thought.
by one of our patrons at the shop I work at. So
All of
it,
Pete's F-bombs are handmade F-bombs.
all of my F-bombs are carefully crafted. That's right.
Farm to table artisan
Yes.
delivered.
The artisanal fucks.
When the F
That's
when
right.
the F stands for farm, that's right, farm to table.
He gives no artisanal fucks about anything.
And we just earned our E rating because I'm not going to say it today.
It's too bad.
Oh wow.
I dropped my F-bomb, and well,
You did. I saw you
literally,
drop it on the ground. Yeah.
it's on the ground.
Oh, and that was your last one. You're out.
Oh, no, I got another. Here we go.
Oh, reload.
Okay, there we go. Do you have any left to give to us?
Oh, there's one upstairs that I'm going to give my wife for Christmas, but but other than that, no.
I don't think you thought through how that was going to land.
Definitely bought two of them so that she can throw the F-bomb when she wants to swear.
I
What were
still
you guys thinking? Oh, you guys have been watching episode 152 of Pickle and Boot Shop for too long. Happy Failure Puddle Friday. Now I got to pour something.
That's right.
And happy Failure Puddle Friday to you as well. It's our Christmas episode.
Hey,
How about that?
La 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 la.
La 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 la
La
la,
la.
Switchfoot sweater.
la la. Yeah.
Do you hear what I hear?
What do you hear?
I just hear tinnitus.
Ringing in both ears, one at a time.
I always have a friend. Kevin, I know that you suffer from the same as I do, but I always tell them, you know what? I at least always have a friend.
Well, hey guys, can you in fact eat beaver?
I don't know.
I happen to come from the beaver state.
Oh,
Feel like you're the authority then to tell us.
Oh, absolutely. Hang on. Let me show you. Show and tell on a podcast.
so I messed up. Now he did. Yeah.
Do they provide a companion beaver upon check-in in your state?
They sure do. You can see here, I've got my Oregon hat on. It's just a hat. I bought a patch, and I sewed it on. It's the Oregon state flag. But here's the thing. Oregon state flag is two-sided. There are not that many. I got to figure out who else has a two-sided flag. But this is the front side, I think, with like the state seal on it. I went to get it to show you how Oregon's state flag has a beaver on it, but actually it only has a beaver on one side of the flag. So I'm not wearing that flag right now.
Turn around. Is it on the back of your hat or? I see it. There it is.
But yes, the obverse, the back side of the flag has a beaver on it.
I assumed that when you put the hat on, that made you the official spokesperson for the country of Oregon. And so you needed that to be authoritative. Like, that's how we know.
100%. That's exactly right. I speak for all Oregonians when I tell you that, yes, it is our state animal, the beaver. What I don't know is if you can actually eat it. Can you shoot? Can you hunt? Can you take one to a restaurant? Can you have it roasted? Can you eat beaver? I don't know.
Beaver is good for us.
Okay. Is that what it says on the internet?
That's what it says on Health and Social Services.
Okay.
On the government?
The government website.
The government, if you trust the government, if you believe in government, then yes.
Right.
Is this federal, state, or local? Who is promoting eating beaver?
hss.gov.nt.ca.
Canada.
.ca? Canada?
This makes so much more sense. Of course they would eat a beaver in Canada.
It does make more sense.
What do they know? Ask Joe then.
Right. Beaver is good for us. Beaver meat, liver, and feet are excellent sources of protein. The tail has less protein, but is still a good source of this nutrient.
Okay.
So there you go.
Riddle me this. Do they have nice fur, and can you make hats out of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there we go. I think we know everything, almost everything we need to know about beaver, except for whether all of us have eaten beaver or not.
The very next link was...
oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Safe search.
You gotta watch where you're going when you Google about beaver.
Right. Most wild game, including beaver, is safe to eat as long as it's properly cooked and handled. But I was just laughing because the title of it was "How to Eat a Beaver."
Well, that is the question. It's the topic at hand. We don't know if it's possible, if it's been done, if we know anybody who has or not.
So if you were to eat an actual beaver, like it recommended the feet, which is weird.
That's very weird.
No one's gonna start there.
Right.
But the tail, just wouldn't you start? Doesn't it just seem obvious if you were gonna tackle that challenge, you'd start with the tail?
Hmm.
I think it's just like it's the novelty of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Put that on a grill or something, or a griddle.
Mm.
Just a flat serving. It could be like an edible plate for something else on top of it. You could put the
Oh, yeah, there you
toppings
go.
right on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can eat the outside of the tail. You
Yeah.
might have to skin it first.
I'm gonna say right now, I'd rather have Jepson's Malort than go any further in this conversation.
Are we gonna ostracize the same audience that did not appreciate the exterminating habits of the pickle and boot shop? Like I think we're veering into the same territory.
We don't veer into politics and we don't veer into beavers. Apparently,
Eating wild animals.
Speaking of veering into beavers,
it's Christmas, guys. It's Christmas. Have you no shame?
Well, otters are the official rodent of Christmas, right? Emmett Otter and the Jugbound. What is
Oh,
it?
yeah.
So like
This is-
Christmas. Yep.
yeah.
This is Billy Buccee and the Bongos Jubilee.
There's the name of our podcast.
I'm writing the screenplay now.
When I was, I don't know, maybe 14 or 15, a beaver caused my dad to wreck our family car with all of us.
is that so?
Yes. So we were driving. I lived in the Panhandle of Florida, outside of Wausau, Florida, which is a flashing light town. Not even a stoplight town, just a flashing light on highway.
At least you got a flashing light.
Yeah.
And your dad was distracted by a beaver while driving.
Yes. So we're driving on, it's 2-lane highway, so it's 55 miles an hour. We're in between
Okay.
small towns headed from
Uh-huh.
the one town that had the Walmart where we'd been shopping to our house, and all 5 of us are in there. I have an older brother and a younger sister, and we have an 80 something Nissan Stanza station wagon. I don't know if you
Okay.
can like
Roughly the
conjure up
same
that
size
image.
of a beaver.
Exactly. Yeah, just about the same size. So we're driving on the highway at 55, 60, whatever, and my dad sees it's a night large object in the middle of the road that spanned across, like basically like straddled the center, and not enough space for a car on either side of it. It was large enough. And so my dad, you see it, swerves to the right around it, but it's one of those country highways without much of a shoulder, so you drop off and then swerved back on. When that happened, pops the tire, the front right tire, which leads to the swerving back and forth and ultimately a full roll on my side, on the right side. And
Thanks. You're here.
yeah, hit my head
You're
straight
here to
on
tell
the
about it.
on the pavement. Yeah, just one stitch in the ear, just a gash in the top of my ear, and that was it. And some cuts, bruise, headache for sure. Don't slam your head into the pavement at 55.
Yeah.
You'll get a headache.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, thankfully no one really hurt. Like that was the most severe injury, was my one stitch in the top of my right ear. But
Wow.
we didn't, at this point, don't know what it was. It was just this looming dark object. Honestly thought it looked more like a rolled up rug or something like that than an animal because of the size of it. And then the ambulance shows up and just thump, like with no slowdown, no hesitation. They just boom, boom. And that's who tells us it was a beaver on the road as
wow.
they come to check us out, and they, take me back to the hospital to get my one stitch or whatever. But yes, beavers much larger than the cartoonish image we have in our minds.
Wow. Something else.
Yeah. I'm celebrating the holidays with a Belgian Christmas ale and a chouf.
Ooh.
Shoof.
And wonderful pronunciation, by the way.
You like
did
that?
Very
I,
well. Very
I don't know
well.
if that's right, but this is
That
my
was-
favorite
that was
of the
correct.
choufs. Is the Christmas one with the little with the little Christmas gnome elves on there.
Shoof. There it is.
That's right. Pickle team back again. Shake it or rake it. Let's begin. Party on. Party people gonna make some noise. Jared Freeze in the house. Jump, jump, rejoice. There's a party over here, a party over there. Shake Brock's derriere. These 3 words while you're getting busy. Shoof. There it is. Shoof. Shakalaka, 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 shaka, shoof.
Shoof.
Shakalaka.
This one's 10% though, boys.
Oh, all
There
right.
you go. It's going to
That's
get more fun from here.
it's
Love
a
it.
Belgian dark beer brewed with spices, orange peel, and thyme.
How much time?
Time.
Sticking away.
I was thinking since it's the Christmas episode,
Mm.
one thing that popped into my mind was what is one Christmas gift that you always wanted when you were a kid that you just never got?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is.
Yeah, while you guys are thinking, so for me, it would have been the flag aircraft carrier that G.I. Joe put out.
Mm.
I always wanted that. I think I put it on my Christmas list like almost every year when I was a kid. Never
Oh.
got it.
Never, ever.
Never ever.
Were you tempted to get it as an adult?
Yes.
Just for you? Yeah.
Yep.
Have you?
No.
No. So at any point then, we could.
Right. I'm curious what it goes for on.
Write that down, Pete. I didn't know if you were frozen or not, but then your eyes moved. It's like an alligator at the zoo. You know? Like, is that a real alligator? His eyes moved. It's true. It's real.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. I definitely remember that.
See the price on that?
Oh, my God.
Wow, that's quite a bit. So you probably should have gotten that back when it was available. Oh well.
Yeah.
I was like, could I get it for him for Christmas? And the answer is evidently no.
No.
It's the thought that counts, though. So that's what matters here. I was about to say, Pete was really frozen that time. No eyes were moving.
I missed all of that. How much does it go for right now?
Kind of ranges like $2,000-$3,000. New in box, unopened, 49,999.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Jeez.
Box only, $558.99.
Who are these box collectors?
I mean, it makes sense. You know, as a kid,
Yeah.
I like the box more than I like the gift sometimes. Yep.
I can't think of a specific. I know every year. I mean, did you guys all do the Sears catalog too?
Yeah.
Like the Christmas catalog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Which
And-
part?
The toys. There's other parts.
Again, which part?
Depends on what age group you're in, probably. How old are we? Pete. But I feel like the Sears catalog always produced an item that you wanted that was out of reach that you didn't know you wanted until you saw it in the Sears catalog.
Yep.
You know, you're describing my childhood.
Didn't even know it was out there until you saw it in the Sears catalog.
Yep.
I thought that was more in the J.C. Penney catalog than the Sears Christmas catalog. But
I mean, there are a lot of ways to open your mind.
Well, the summer catalog.
Oh, all the gifts. The gift that just keeps on giving. Oh, goodness gracious.
we're really
That's
matching our
hilarious.
overlords with their latest.
Oh
Keep it up.
man, we're matching that energy. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Was there a
Wow.
favorite Christmas gift you got as a kid? The one that like you were so stoked that actually showed up?
I mean, I loved the Teddy Ruxpin when I was a kid. That was a good time.
I got a Huffy bicycle when I was 6, I think. You know, just like the BMX. Like my brother and I got matching ones. My brother was 2 years older. I think mine was like a silver and black checkerboard on the foam cover on the front handlebars, you know, and it
That's
had like
pretty great.
the padded cover on the cross of the center bar or whatever. And mine was
Yeah.
silver and black, and I think my brother's was like gold. And it was a silver bike with black handlebar, or like the handle grips.
Sure.
Yeah, and I loved that bike. Tried to jump over everything.
The foam on the top tube is kind of like that was to protect you, right? It was like if you slip off the seat and land on the tube, then like the foam is going to keep you safe.
I guess.
That's my guess.
Wasn't wearing a helmet, so that's all the protection I had.
I suppose, right? Yeah, exactly. You got to make sure if you fall off your bike, you fall onto the top tube
That's right.
with your head.
Preferably.
Yes,
Preferably.
because
Yeah.
it'll be soft on the blow.
I'm trying to remember if I got a bike for Christmas or for my birthday. I feel like either one could be the case, but my parents, I'm gonna say it was Christmas because I think the present was under the tree, and the present when I opened it was a very small box, but I opened the box up and there was this little blue key inside, and attached to the key was this string and the string just wound out of the room around the corner down the hallway. And so like they're like, well, you better follow the string. And so I
Awesome.
start winding up
Yeah.
the string on this, it's tied to the key. And I'm like, well, what's this key to? And it went literally all the way through the house. I think around all of the upstairs rooms and then down all of the downstairs rooms and then out into the garage and then out into the second RV height garage and around the corner onto this like pad. And that's where my brand new bike was, and it matched the same blue color that the key was, and so that was pretty neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the delivery was executed just about as well as the gift itself.
All that much more respect to now knowing that time out if you have young children in the car who are waiting their gift from Santa. Now that you know that maybe Santa didn't place that there all by himself and had some assistance
right.
from your parents.
Might have
who
had
had to-
helpers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chime
guys,
in,
I've
children.
learned a lot this week, and now even more. Okay.
Not ready to burst one more bubble here.
Come on, people.
They do not prepare you for the pressure of assisting him with preparing for Christmas morning as a
Well,
parent.
and time out. I've just accepted that Santa's bullshit, and I'm just not ready to like propagate that for my kids. Like
Oh, good for
I'll
you.
let them imagine, and I'll let them, like, because they went and they talked to Santa, they told Santa what they wanted for Christmas, but I'd like to believe they're smart, and I'm not interested in propagating like a large system that kind of reinforces the myth. Maybe that's just me speaking as who I am now for other reasons, but no. But the time in.
Could I introduce them to Gundy the Christmas Waffle? Or,
Yeah, Gundy the Christmas Waffle. Absolutely. That
Does
guy's
he
real.
bring gifts?
Oh, he does.
I hope so.
In good sugary goodness. Okay. But time back in, Brock. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just was going to say I haven't put that much effort into it.
Good for you.
Santa does have helpers for sure.
We generally do, or Santa has generally delivered like an item at our house unwrapped
Careful.
under the
Yep.
tree.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but that's still enough when it has to be placed there without waking the children who are waiting to be woken by the Santa in the living room, right? They're hoping.
That's the thing. Yeah, if you
Everyone
anticipate
was.
that, then,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was as a kid. I would have told you at least every other year I heard hooves on the roof, like convinced.
Well, and let's time out in terms of
Do children listen to this? Because they shouldn't. So I like.
Well, they
I think
shouldn't,
we
but
should
you
time
never
all the
know.
way back in and have a conversation with these parents. If children are listening, shame on you.
As they say in the Maximum Fun Network, my brother and me. What's up, you cool babies? Okay.
Just occurred
That's
to
right.
me that we're considering
Yeah.
the children, and they shouldn't even be a part of this. This is not for them.
Okay, so time back in.
We can say everything,
I'm scared enough of my friends hearing me swear. Okay.
Yeah.
right?
We do have an E rating, so
Yeah, we're not
I'm scared
responsible
enough.
for raising your children. Hey, Google, tell these parents to take their kids elsewhere.
We haven't, but I just said time out. Bullshit. Time back in.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's
Took
good.
over there loudly.
Is that E?
Yep, bullshit. See,
I'm gonna.
Oh,
well,
so never mind.
Well, now it is, but yours was not, Brock, because it was timeout.
this is very confusing.
the podcast overlords don't count it. It helps
That's
with the
right. Don't
editing.
worry, leave all this in. But I look at my bracelet every day, and I go WWDBCD. What would DB Cooper do? Timeout. What would you do?
One can only speculate. One can time back in. One can only speculate.
Okay.
If only we could access that wisdom. Where is he? If only we knew.
Oh, this is great.
Tammy's here.
Hi, Tammy.
What's up, Tammy? How's it going?
She can't hear now because I got these headphones.
she
I can't even
can't.
give her
Right.
one. I have to do this. She asked if I got new headphones, and actually, right over
You can both fit in those headphones, right?
this direction over there,
Oh.
there is a like a keyboard, like a full size
Mhm.
keyboard that her parents,
Like a piano.
piano got her and the girls one Christmas, and it came with they gave us these headphones, and I forgot that
Oh,
these
nice.
existed, and I was walking by last night and was like,
I thought it was broken.
I was thinking about getting over-the-ear headphones.
Those are nice headphones.
And there they are, right over there, just hanging on the keyboard.
Pete,
Yes.
left ear, real quick, left ear. You ready? Emmanuel, Emmanuel, wonderful counselor. I'm on Christmas music right now.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Welcome to Left Ear. Michael W. Switchfoot.
Michael W. Switchfoot.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, y'all. If I don't see
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Nice to see you.
Merry
Good to see
Christmas, one and all. Merry pickles, everyone. Wow. That was great. I enjoyed that moment. I hope that that's a great edit of wonderful what is the word?
Left-earedness.
Left-earedness harmonization.
Yes. Can you harmonize in only one ear?
I hope so.
And
But I was so excited to take a screen grab of that moment that I didn't get to fully experience it, and then I knocked off my headphones. So I don't know what happened, but
That's how it goes.
the tried and true, you try to record it so you're not really there, you know?
right, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
It's like putting up the phone at the concert, you know?
It's the dilemma. Which, guys, this is a whole giant right-left turn. But Andrew Peterson, so we did the he has his Behold the Lamb of God tour every Christmas, and I love watching that. I always buy the live stream, and so he, unrelated to that, but on that broadcast, he said he was talking to this guy Ben Shive, who like plays with them and does a lot of the producing stuff. Said Ben Shive found the recordings of that Rich Mullins concert that they did live at the Ryman that I did not pull my phone out of my pocket the whole time, just assuming somebody would. There's like two 30-second clips on YouTube. No one recorded it and shared it with the world.
Everyone was
Everybody
living
was in the moment.
That's
Everyone was there. And so part of me was like, you know what? That's perfect.
Jinx
okay.
beat.
Yeah. So I've kind of been like,
You owe
buy
me
me
a
a Coke.
Well,
Jared, Kevin enjoyed talking the rest of this episode because Brock and I are now silenced.
Guess that's it.
I think that means there's a glitch in the Matrix. I gotta look out.
It means they changed something.
That's right. But
continue. Go ahead, Jared.
Apparently there are quality recordings of the whole thing that are going to be released next year.
Oh, wow.
So I'm pretty stoked about that because it's the only time
I'm glad to hear that
album has ever been played note for note live because it's so complex with all the strings. They didn't tour that way. Like even when Rich was alive, like the recording was far more than what was reasonable to tour with. But for that show, they did the true to recording performance. And so that'll be anyway. That was a whole. Which Pete though, Jason gave some information on the live. Jason from Unoriginal Vinyl today when he went live, he showed us the As Cities Burn,
which was pretty sweet.
It is, and then he told the story about the Supertones where like the shipment is just lost. No one knows where those records are.
I think we know where it is. I think I have one of two scenarios right now after
Mojo Warehouse.
It's in Canada.
Deliberation. No, I think Joe and Reese have a vendetta against the Supertones, so that they get more money in their Majoko contract next year, and they have taken them away. But also, my other.
Do you think they jumped off of a freighter with 500 Supertones records like DB Cooper? Maybe.
See, that was my other scenario. That actually DB Cooper, in fact, that is his next heist.
They're holding them ransom.
Time out, Brock. Is that true?
That's what all those drones are that have been flying up and down the East Coast.
Yes.
They're looking for the Supertones vinyl.
They are. That's what's happening.
Those are unoriginal vinyl drones. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not searching for like nuclear warheads or anything like that. It's the Supertones vinyl. That's what it is.
All right, Supertones, let's rock. That's all we get from Time Out DB Cooper over there. Time in.
Kevin, you asked Missy if anybody has a Bobcat.
Yep.
I love her response. Must be Tuesday. Because on Tuesdays we ask what animals you own in Wisconsin. I'm going to Wisconsin on Sunday, guys.
Are you?
Oh, nice.
Where?
You buying any animals?
Maybe. I haven't planned on it, but we'll see what happens once we get there. I mean, you can't really predict the future.
It's quite true.
I'm going to buy some New Glarus beers. I plan to do that because those only exist in Wisconsin.
So which region of Wisconsin? You don't have to give us the specific place so people don't come and find you.
Well, I'll tell you because I don't think they're that good. Reedsburg, Wisconsin. It's
As he gives the full address. Hey, Google,
225 North Main Street.
Hey Google, take
me to
take me to my
Reedsville.
parents at blah 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 blah. Pickle, Reedsburg, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
That's right.
12877.
Yeah. No, it's like northwest of Madison.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I spent some time in Madison. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're actually headed to Louisville tomorrow. That's why we have to
Ooh.
finish
Where?
packing. Louisville? How do you say it in the country of
Louisville?
Oregon? In Kentucky? How do you pronounce
Louisville.
how does everybody on this on the Pickle Home Companion in Lake Scabagon pronounce Louisville the city?
Louisville.
No, you said it so
Louisville.
well. I wanted to poke some fun. You did it very well.
I'm
That
just
was beautiful.
curious because there's difference, I think, but I'm going Louisville.
I like to swallow my letters as well. So a little Louisville's in there. Yep.
Louisville.
I think I said
Louis.
Louisville. Yeah, it's probably how I would have referred to it. And Louisville when I was a child.
That makes sense.
Are you gonna stop in any distilleries? You're gonna do a little Evan Williams? Are you gonna
So I'm not I haven't had time to plan for what I'm going to do
a
when
little
we're
Old Forester, a little Doc Fry? Go to
Old Crow?
Doc Crow. Go to Old Crow. Thank you, Old Crow.
Yeah.
So
Or
the main
Doc
of
Crow or Hello.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
The main event and the
We're talking about
reason
Louisville.
Louisville, Kentucky, Appalachia. The main event, the reason we're going is the volleyball Final Four is in Louisville this year, and
Yes.
we're going as a family.
Whoops.
That's when it's perfect.
Oh, you got a full whoops in there. All right.
So Thursday night there are two
A whole lot of failure.
semifinals, and Sunday is the national championship. So that's what we're doing on Thursday night and Sunday. But I've got
Ooh.
Thursday day, Friday, and Saturday to do other things. Tammy's going, like, there's a coaches convention that's always like coincides with the Final Four, so she'll be busy during the day on Thursday, Friday. So it's me and the girls, which is what complicates it, because like
Do they like
Yep.
distilleries?
probably not. I don't think they've been.
Do they have an iPad? Do they have a phone?
They yes. So that's gonna be that's
Do they like serialized television?
it's finding the line of responsible parenting of I would
Yeah.
like to do this thing for me, but I'm also
Yeah.
responsible for these two children that are going to be with me. So
These precious angels.
yeah. So I haven't, but we're staying right near we're right downtown. I think we can walk to at least Angels Envy and
Oh, nice.
some others.
Are
So
you going to go to the Louisville Slugger Museum?
I don't know, because there's also Against the Grain Brewing is right
Ooh,
by
That's the place I've been to. That's great.
yeah, I love their stuff. They have a great
Right in the
smoked-
baseball stadium, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
The Bo and Luke's, their like barrel aged smoked brown ale is so good. Like I'm a sucker for a good smoked beer, and there's not enough of them in the world. So they make a great. They have several smoky products at Against the Grain,
You
as
definitely
their
need to
name
go
would
to-
suggest.
Oh, if you want some of the most delicious food I ever had on my road trip with my mom, was Doc Crow's
Okay.
Doc Crow. Yeah, I think it was Doc Crow. I'm looking it up. I'll fact check myself. The the barbecue tacos were slamming,
Mm.
and you can get a
Mm.
nice Old Forester old fashioned there too. It was delicious.
So the hotel we're staying in,
It's right near Old Forester. If you need.
Okay,
purchase-
perfect. So the hotel we're staying in a very nice hotel because I got some free nights.
My man.
Yeah, so I'm not paying for it, but I'm living like I am.
So probably not steamy then.
Oh,
I would hope not.
No,
Not
it's a
touching that
different
one.
type of steamy.
not touching that one.
Yes.
Not going there. All right.
I think I just did.
No, you're allowed. You bring a different
Whoops.
perspective, and that's okay.
Female perspective.
That's what we've
Exactly.
been missing
Representation.
desperately. Yes.
Go fucking figure.
Throw it, Pete.
Were you
Throw it.
pre-gaming upstairs?
No.
Where's your F bomb? Pete,
Oh,
Where's your F-bomb?
where's the F? Do
Where
those
is it?
headphones even work? How did you hear what we said with them off your head?
I figured it out.
Are
I figured
those
it
for
out.
show?
They kind of are.
There it is.
There it is. I'm throwing
Ooh, I like that.
it. I'm throwing it.
Boom. Now the hotel we're staying in
That
is
was great.
the building was an old Forester distillery.
Oh, no way.
So it's like
Oh.
a converted, into the hotel. And so it's supposed to have a really nice bourbon bar in it, but it's one of those
Yeah. I wanted to go there.
possibly way more money than I want to spend.
Oh, it
kind of
is, but it
place.
would be amazing.
Yeah. So we'll see. I can be
Bring it on mine.
tempted to be irresponsible.
Yeah.
All right, I'm on my way.
And you've been there before, right?
Irresponsible? Yes.
Me? Yes. Yes
I
to
missed
Sarah.
I missed you, Sarah. Welcome back.
Quite familiar with irresponsible. Not
That's
as
my
familiar
middle
with
name.
Louisville.
That's all. You know,
That
like,
was my nickname in high school. I've got to find this
Yeah,
now.
I've only been to Louisville once, but it was very nice. I enjoyed my stay there. I was there for almost a week, I think, and it was great. They
Nice.
got a nice, vibrant downtown.
I'm hoping to find
They do.
places within walking distance. Like when I go to a larger city, I like to park my car and just walk.
So
I
I'm
like
going
to
to
get
tell
my
you right now
steps,
that
find a coffee shop.
my almost 80-year-old mother could walk around Louisville, so you got this, I think.
Thank you, sir.
You can
Yeah.
do it.
I am in a
can do it.
protected age group.
Go
so
get 'em.
I'm old.
Go get them.
Hang
That's
in
it.
Yeah.
there.
Hang in there,
what
man.
was your mug that it said?
Keep up the good work. I'm proud of you.
There you go.
That was
There we go.
That was great. That was wonderful, really.
That was my Urban Achiever podcast coffee mug
Oh,
I dig that.
with Billy Power.
I love that. Yeah,
Oh.
that was a great show. I enjoyed.
Mm.
We got to ask him to bring that back, huh? You think he will? Think he might ever? Hard to say.
Hard to say.
Yeah, it's like 2-3 years gone now, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, more than that, I think.
You want to hear
Okay.
the motivational speech that Kevin has clipped for me
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
in times of need? Here it is.
Yeah, that's tough, Jared. Good job.
There we go. Good
Do you
work.
play that on repeat?
Whenever I need to pick me up,
Oh,
there's
my
Reese to
gosh.
step in and tell me that's tough, but good job.
can you?
That's why we do what
I
we
mean,
do. Yeah.
that's life worth living right there.
Exactly.
Can you get me the clip where he just goes, Pete? Oh, wait, Pete. No, wait, Pete. Pete, wait, Pete. No, Pete.
Peter.
Wait, Peter. Pete. No, I'm Pete. Pete. Like,
No,
he-
I
I'm
think
like-
yours, Pete, would be when he asks you to be the lead singer of Five Iron.
Well, to bring me down a notch, yes, that's for when I'm hyping myself up. But to bring myself down,
It's time to gas yourself
is
up,
when-
yeah.
I'm gonna gas up my homies myself. Oh man, when he asked me to be the lead singer of Five Iron, that was the shining star moment of my life.
You updated your LinkedIn.
Oh my gosh. Time back in on this. Oh yes, yay rarely. Doc Crows. Yes, Doc
Okay.
Crows is the restaurant, and it's right next to, probably right near your hotel.
Wait, how long were we time out?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, did we ever time out, or
Did
is
I-
this
did I
bad?
say
Is it
something?
two time-ins equal a timeout?
No. This was a time. I'm sorry. This was a lean back into your story. All right. This is a lean in instead
Returning
of a
back
time
to Louisville.
time out.
Hey, Kevin, you want to
yeah.
start the podcast?
I got that for you. You know, it's been a quiet week here in Lake Scapagan.
Your hometown.
Your
Mhm.
hometown.
Hey, Pete, it's 2 buildings over from our hotel. It's on the same block.
Oh, dude, you have to go, man.
Yeah.
You've got to go. Tape, Micah. You've got to go.
So on the block, our hotel's here, and that Doc Crow's is here.
What are you doing there, bro? What's
That's
going
a
on?
no-no square, but this is the yes, and yes.
Hey, don't touch me there.
No.
This is my no-no
Yeah.
square.
That's what it is.
I learned that from Joe.
Mhm. We all
Oh,
did.
Roofing at its finest.
so good. Very educational, really.
There's also a place around the corner called Hell or High Water, which I feel like I need to go to for obvious reasons.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Obvious. Yeah.
Check.
Oh, check mark. Yes. There's
Hey, we have voicemails too.
We do?
We also got a text message.
oh man. So we have work to do? Okay. What-
We got a couple of things to do here.
Should we talk about that other podcast at all?
Well, we already talked about beavers.
Beavers? I have one of those. Oh, Well, I did have Jeff between my legs earlier. Heyo. Sorry. That's the cat, you know.
Oh, we know about Jeff.
Wow,
yes.
I just
Yeah.
like made that worse.
I'm letting the editor make these decisions on
Nope.
what
Hey.
is shared and what's not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no judgment here. I'm looking at Kevin.
No, none,
Whoops.
none whatsoever. I just don't know where the editor wants it to go.
I'll tell you this. There's no more ginger ale.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
Kevin, do we have all these voicemails? Are these all recent?
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
God, we have a
Oh,
lot,
goodness.
guys. We've
Yeah,
been
there's 5 of them.
sitting here not starting a podcast.
5, and you called me in for this?
We have
Oh, yeah.
people to
No,
listen to.
we want you or your commentary on
Okay,
this.
so
is
female
what's gonna be-
representation.
Oh man, this is a pickle home companion after dark. Okay.
Yeah.
Or is this spousal
Which
like fact check?
Yeah. Well, we should probably listen to some voicemails.
Yeah, we should.
Brock bringing us back on.
the text message we got is real quick.
Okay.
Oh, let's hear it.
All it says is hi.
Yeah. Tammy wants to know if
Como
hold on,
esta?
let me get the wording exactly.
Do we know which Tammy this is?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Could be
Let
any
me
Tammy.
double check just to be sure. Yes, it is Tammy Freeze.
Oh,
Oh, I
Okay,
know
there we
her.
go.
I need to meet said Tammy.
She threw a pumpkin at me.
She
Excuse
did, yeah.
me?
She was just here a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was.
Damn it, I missed her. I like her already.
She says
Text her,
"Will
bring her
you-"
up.
She says, "Will you be wearing these at the next Furnace Fest? #ew." And it's a link to the Liquid Death pit diaper video.
Oh, right. That's gone just about everywhere,
Yeah.
and a lot of people have sent this our way.
Wait,
She-
pit
she-
diaper? Is this like what I'm thinking of, like colonoscopy diaper?
She showed it to me last night, and I was like, I think you're like the 17th person that sent that to me, which I think means we have a brand.
Yeah, but the idea being that, yeah, if you're in the pit and you don't want to lose your place in the pit, you'd rather be in the pit than in the bathroom, in the pit toilet. Then why
I
would
think you
you?
guys
Why
need
would you
that
leave?
for the next Furnace Fest.
Is it so you can take a shit in the pit?
No, I think it's just pee.
Okay. What are the little
It's to
boundaries?
avoid any of that getting into the pit. Yeah.
It just me?
Pee, not Pete.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
P.
So it's
One, 2 E's, yes, but no
Piss in
T.
the pit. I got it.
It's just Pete. Okay, right.
Just Pete.
It's just Pete. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Well, thank you for that link.
Yeah. We'll all be getting one.
I might have to
Yes.
check that out.
Maybe
Yeah.
a second pair. There's 3 days.
Yep.
It's gonna take away from me waiting outside the porta potty for Brock to emerge, but that's all right.
Emerge. Right.
And
Yeah.
video the
Oh, it's
whole
okay. You
time.
can help. Who is it that I fixed?
Oh, the dude from Spoken.
That's right.
Yes. Yes.
See?
Okay.
You can-
You're right.
Help others in the porta potty.
Mm.
Please edit this. Oh my
If
god.
needs be. Yeah.
I think you know a guy who can help you with that.
Thank you.
Oh.
Well, and if you've got 2 of them, you can wear one and the other can go to the dry cleaners.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Mind the leather, though. Mind the leather.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Special care.
And the studs. Voicemail 1 on deck. Here we go.
Hey, Squid. It's Lisa. I think I have a problem. I'm about to eat my 7th McRib. Not today. Not today. Just in general. All right. Love y'all. Bye.
Oh.
McRib is back.
Now my question is this a McRib from when it was around the first time that she's now brought out to thaw? Or
But you have saved the best for last.
Is it a problem that she's at her limit?
I'm glad she clarified though, because I was worried for a second that she had like plowed through 7.
I mean, 7 McRib in one day is a lot of McRib.
One time. One order.
I've been on a tour of McDonald's.
Is the problem that she's at her limit
I would do it.
and can't eat
Should
more
I do
McRibs?
that someday? Eat,
Yeah.
yeah, like 7 McRibs in one day. Why not?
Don't do that to yourself.
One order.
Or just
Not
do
a
it.
day. One order.
Or I mean, I was looking for a tour de McD, but that that works too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers to Lisa. Congratulations on your McRibs.
You get
Yes.
a
Appreciate
self
that.
5.
Yeah.
I hope you have 70 times 7.
There you go. Yes.
Yeah.
A
70
plentitude of
times
McRib.
7.
Mhm. May your McRibs never end.
They're plentiful.
I dig it.
I don't see a problem, Lisa.
Mhm.
Just a problem with my drink.
Okay, Squids, this is Josh Wallace again. So here's
Hey.
my crazy Christmas story. The
Here we
first
go.
Christmas that me and my wife spent together as a married couple, we
Oh.
had been married for 4 months, and my niece was 7 months old. We were at my grandmother's house with all of the family, aunts, uncles, cousins, you name it. So, of course, everybody couldn't eat inside the dining room, so some of us were using TV trays and whatnot. And after dinner, I had laid in the floor, and I was holding my niece on my chest as I lay flat on the floor, and my wife took one of the folding TV trays and leaned it against the wall. Well, it fell and hit me square in the forehead.
Oh,
To
man.
which I started bleeding from my forehead. My mom
Oof.
starts yelling she could have killed the baby because she was laying on my chest not far from where it fell. So my brother goes out to his car and gets a first aid kit and comes inside to help bandage me up, and he's wearing gloves. So then my mom starts asking him, why are you wearing gloves? Why are you wearing gloves? Your brother ain't got any diseases. Why are you wearing gloves? And everybody's just panicking. So he goes, I'm doing this so that I don't get his cut infected. I'm just trying to get it taped up.
I respect that.
So then the next thing I know, he's sitting there saying, well, you need to go to the ER. And then my grandmother is running around saying, well, if you're going to the ER, I'm going with you. And then my wife's coming over there saying, Josh, your grandmother's not going to the ER with you. I can handle it. Of course, she's already upset because my mom's yelling that you could have killed the baby. And it was just a big chaotic mess. And so that was our first Christmas at my grandmother's house
Oh,
as a
my
married
goodness.
couple. And I got bandaged up. We handed out our gifts to all the family so that we could watch them open them up. And then we went and spent 2 to 3 hours in the ER so that they could glue the cut above my eye, to which I still have the scar that I can see today.
Merry
that is
Christmas.
my
Hot
crazy
dang.
Christmas story.
Wow.
Oh,
That was a
glad you're
whole lot
okay.
to
Yeah.
process.
And God
That-
bless
Seriously,
us.
and
one
let's
and
just
all.
be clear. They didn't kill the baby.
No, baby was fine.
That's good. That's a good thing. This is an outcome that everyone should be happy with.
because they could have. From
They
what we
could have,
learned
but
from
they
the story,
didn't.
Right.
they could have, but they did not because
Yep.
it was
Wow,
Quick
that
thing,
was
that
a
was-
lot to unpack.
It
Wow.
kind of reminded me of that time that we were over at Jan's when she had gotten all the new like couches and chairs and stuff like that.
She made everybody sit on the floor. She's like, don't eat on the couch. You got to sit on the floor. I
There
have
you go.
pictures,
Yep.
Yeah.
and we still tease her about it today.
Yep.
that's amazing. That reminds me of
Well,
one
here's
time.
the difference between you and me, because that reminded me of when the Coug was little
The
and he was on
Coug!
the porch and he cut his lip,
Ooh,
and your parents were like, nothing to see here.
nothing happened.
Meanwhile, he's like bleeding from the face, and they're trying to hide it, and I'm over in the corner over there, like Megan wasn't around at this point, but I was just like la la la, talking to people, and Reese is like bleeding from the face.
Oh man, poor the
They,
crew.
Oh,
they didn't
no.
want you to freak out.
No, like, thank you, but that's my kid. He's got a scar here and a scar here. Like,
Yep.
Coug is battle tested.
Yeah,
Wow.
Battleborn.
And Josh has a physical scar of their first Christmas,
That's
and his
amazing.
wife has an emotional scar of their first Christmas. as a
Yeah,
married
but
couple.
you don't want one from every
Actually-
Christmas, that's for sure.
No.
okay, to go back about maybe 20 years or so, when Kevin and I were first engaged and first married, we were like, okay, we'll do this split. Like, we'll do one Christmas with your family, we'll do the next Christmas with the other until we have kids. When kids
Until.
arrived,
And
it was
then.
going to be Christmas morning, just us as a family.
And Santa.
The big guy.
And I was like, okay, that's cool. I'm game for that. However, the Cougs' first Christmas, my dad was ill. So, that went out the window. So we went and hung out with my dad. Megan's first Christmas, my mom was sick. So we were like, well, fuck that. We're going to go over there.
Yeah.
So we didn't have like a family Christmas.
Yeah.
I think until 2010.
Maybe something like that. Yeah.
I don't know.
We didn't do it until COVID. I've never lived near family as a child to adulthood. Like I've joked, but I mean it. Sorry to my family and my in-laws. My favorite Christmas might be COVID because we just stayed at home and didn't have to get in a car and take a road trip
You know what?
anywhere.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
I am
When
44
I was a
years
kid,
old.
yeah.
And I've spent 43 Christmases at somebody else's house that took a long road trip. And that time is so busy and you're out of your own home and you're kind of like I would just love even little things like Christmas Eve service. I'd like to go to my church and not a family member who I don't know anybody there and don't care about. Like I just like to be at my place but family's not close, so we go. And that's why we're going to Wisconsin. It's my parents' turn this year, and they're far
There you
away.
go.
That cheese.
So
Get that cheese.
Well, congratulations. And yet, I
sorry,
understand.
Brock, I
feel the
interrupted
same
you.
way.
Yeah.
No, I was just going to agree with you that I very much love. I spent every Christmas time when I was a child growing up at home, having Christmas at home. And since we've had young kids, I'm like, they want to stay home and play with their toys on Christmas? I bet they do. And doesn't Daddy want to stay home and play with his toys on Christmas? Yes, I do.
Daddy.
Please refer to yourself as Daddy Moore, Brock. That was great. Thank you.
It's all in the mustache.
Well, and
I guess so.
I think that's the hard part is when I was a kid, it was so exciting to go to my grandparents. I loved it, like a road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And like my favorite Christmas memories, my grandparents for the longest time lived in the Hampton Roads region of Virginia, like in Chesapeake and Virginia Beach. And I had uncles and aunts in the area. And so for several years, we would, like everybody would congregate. And then we never really went to my dad's parents in Wisconsin for Christmas, just not as close to the side of the family. So it was my mom's side. But we would go to Colonial Williamsburg. And like
you would.
Great. That's like my favorite childhood memory.
Three-cornered hats.
Oh, and they've got a fire on the street and they're serving hot wassail or hot chocolate. And like I was allergic to milk as a kid. So a wassail, and it was like there's Christmas carolers who look like they're out of like Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Like
there's Christmas killers. That's
yes. They look very festive. But it's very, it's the colonial atmosphere of the brick, and there's ivy, and it's a period like costumes and the white lights, and they're singing, and like I loved it. But now that I'm an adult, I don't love getting in a car and packing up all the stuff and the presents.
You
and
love being
logistics.
home.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a busy work time for me, so it's like it goes. Today was my last day at work, but work has not stopped because we have the transfer portal now, and what I deal with involves that, and like getting new students in and certifying eligibility. So it's like it doesn't really stop right up until Christmas Day, and then I'm in somebody else's house, and I got to drive somewhere, and there's just there's noise around you, and you can't retreat to your own space when everybody's there. And I love seeing my family. It's not even like a bad family relationship, but it's a good family relationship. It's just the fact that it's not my house.
We believe you.
Yeah. Anyway, we have more voicemails. Unless anyone wants to add.
Oh, yeah. We were doing voicemails, weren't we?
Yep.
Got 3 more.
There's more?
3 more.
So you want a crazy Christmas story?
Yes.
I left this on the Facebook Pickle and Booze Shop. Diabolical brainwashing, whatever they call it. Well, this was several years ago. So I'm like 40. And this was probably when I was anywhere between 15, 16, 17, decorating my house for Christmas. It was a crazy year. So I bought this cheap nativity scene at Walmart. And I lived in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City gets very, very windy for anyone that lives there or has been there. So anyways, I put up the nativity scene. I go in to get like steaks or something to kind of take them down a little bit. I come back, Jesus is gone. I think, oh my gosh, someone stole Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Bring him back.
Then all of a sudden I hear boom, 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 and Jesus is literally blowing like a tumbleweed down my street. And so I'm like running down the street getting him. And like, I'm sure people think I'm crazy yelling, Jesus, come back, come back. So I take Jesus back. I return him.
So many people have said that to Jesus.
Don't want him anymore. Physically, not.
It's all in the comeback part.
Spiritually. Still want Jesus that way. So I put a cross up on the roof with Christmas lights. But I also put an OU up on the roof. And because from Oklahoma, I love the Sooners. And my friend comes over and he's like, man, your lights look really good. But why do you have out spelled out on your roof? I had strategically placed an OU and a cross up on my roof and spelled the word out. Did not fix it. It was up like that the rest of the year. And I'll leave you with this. I hope this story helps you to have the happiest holiday since Reese Roper wore a diaper because of Matt Mojo Merzinski and squeezes his fat butt down the chimney. Yeah, I screwed that up. But you get where I'm going at. So, anyway, hope you guys have a good one. Merry Christmas.
Oh, those were wonderful
Joe,
holiday.
That's great.
Joe,
Thanks, Joe.
you tell me. Now, let's listen here and listen good. If you feel like there's distance between you and Jesus, guess who moved?
I thought you were going to say, in the words of Reese Roper, blame Jesus.
Except in this case, it was the baby Jesus that moved. So I can't blame you. I get it.
He told him out, and Jesus just paid attention.
That was it. Just following directions. Yes.
Can't blame Jesus on this one.
Or the question on the rooftop is Santa in? No, Santa is not in. He is out.
Get out. Don't come here. You're not welcome.
Get behind me, Santa. Yeah.
This is a long maze of
Santa
a world.
bite the
Here
dust.
is the out.
Santa bite the dust.
Santa bite the dust.
Bite the dust.
Don't come down my chimney. You'll see what's coming for me, buddy.
Oh my word, that was great.
You got a beaver down there, and he's trained to fight.
Oh no!
Excuse me, beaver?
You can eat them.
There you go.
Wow, learned so much today.
All right. We got another voicemail?
2 more.
Brock's
All
like,
right, let's do this.
Is it the Brockless podcast yet? Because
It's a good question. I'm going to call into the Brockless podcast
After
tonight.
dark.
We can't wait.
Hey, this is Megan. I have a quick question.
Who?
Hey, I know that
Do you
voice.
think ravioli is the Italian version of an Uncrustable?
oh, oh my! Onward, pickle soldier. That's amazing.
It's a great
Pete,
question,
you're the food
Megan.
expert. I will ask you, though, an Uncrustable, right? It had a
Yeah.
crust at one point, ostensibly.
Did it though?
In terms of the ravioli, I would say Uncrustable is a ravioli because it's been all crimped down.
I would agree.
You're not wrong, Brock.
Yeah.
It's like a peanut butter and jelly ravioli.
An Uncrustable would be the bastardized American version of a ravioli, right? Not vice versa. Like, I don't think the Uncrustable led the way.
Right.
Yeah, no, I
It's
think
been
you're
reversed.
Well, obviously,
I think
obviously
Uncrustables
not.
came after raviolis did. Yeah.
That's my guess.
Our
Yeah.
pal Chef Boy.
Maybe the
RG,
Pickle and Boot Shop will
came
fact
first.
check us on this. If they could weigh in,
Right.
what came first, Uncrustables or ravioli? Joe, Reese, please help us here.
when they listen to us a month later.
What about a Hot Pockets, guys? If we've got the Hot Pocket
Ooh,
with all
Hot
the like
Pocket.
sausage and whatever inside, is that
Hot
a ravioli?
Pocket.
Because it seems a lot more like a ravioli than an Uncrustable, and it has a
Does.
similar
Caliente
shape,
pocket.
similar, yeah.
Well, I feel like The Hot Pocket doesn't have that like crimped
It does.
Hot Pocket?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it's puffed out because it's been baked, but
When was the last time you had a hot pocket?
Last time you had a Hot Pocket.
I feel like more recent than you.
Hey Google, order me some Hot Pockets.
It is so which came first? An empanada or a ravioli? Who's the real who led this charge? Because empanadas are similar, right?
Oh, goodness.
They're
You're not
crimped.
wrong. They are.
Which is first?
or empanadas a ravioli. Ravioli seems like the form of this food that we love.
He does have the Google machine going right now. So.
Hey Google.
Yeah,
we
how
don't
many
do
kinds
this.
of raviolis are there?
We ask Anna Kipp's phone to take care of this for us.
We ask Anna Kipps to tell us the answer that
Yeah,
we've given on
I
her
got to
phone.
take off the glasses for this one.
We don't do our own
Okay,
research.
Anna, please drive
That's
to
one
Chef
side.
Boyardee
I don't
to
know about the
ask.
other side.
She's unhinged.
Hey Google, find Chef Boyardee. Ask this pressing question.
And is he near JB?
Is he even a real chef?
Tell me, Brock.
Let's see
you...
his
Time out.
It has to be
That's right.
crimped
Are
on the
you
side.
Chef Boyardee, Brock? Time in.
Yes, time in.
Ooh, time out, maybe. I don't know, because you just said time in. A long time ago, I was
can
at the
still
dinner
remember.
table with my best friend and her little brother, and her dad served us beefaroni.
Okay.
And there was a jar on the table, and I said, "Oh, I love Parmesan cheese," and I just fucking dumped it right all over it. Yeah,
As is
it
right
was
and
like
proper.
garlic something, or
Oh,
I don't know, but it was
not
inedible.
Parmesan cheese?
Yeah, it was not Parmesan
Oh,
cheese. I was like, I fucking
yikes.
love this, dude.
Yeah. And you didn't realize, right?
I thought you were going to tell us the origin story of ravioli.
No, there's no origin story. I don't know that.
It's always been. It always
You
will.
started
be.
with a long
I
time
have
ago,
not
so I
had
thought
that
we were
many
getting to
failure
the
puddles.
beginnings of
And-
ravioli.
And this has been Sarah reenacts Pete at the end of episode 28.
That's
Nailed it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Am I the lead singer now?
Oh, nope.
Damn you.
Hey, this is Megan. I just have a quick story.
Who?
Welcome back.
I
Megan.
was reading the Bible in class out loud,
Is that legal?
and it came to the part where it had to talk about this person's generations of generations of generations of their kids. And it's the Middle East, so, you know, they're going to have crazy names. And this
23andMe.
one person's name, one line that I had to read was, and Jared had, after living for 140 years, finally became a father to
Enoch.
whatever the person's name was, but whatever the person's name was, I read wrong, and I said, Jared became a father at 140 years to eggnog,
Yes.
There we go. There we go.
not Enoch.
Very festive.
I say that's a parenting win.
Jared, the father of Enog.
Very, very festive.
For our Bible trivia at corner, Jared in the Bible, father of Enoch, the only other person that is reported not, well, what, two people didn't die besides Jesus? Well, Jesus did die.
Yeah, and he was
it's
no
Enoch
more.
and Elijah. Yeah, we don't have a confirmed death. Jared in the Bible, also the second oldest person that lived. There's your
Yeah,
tidbit.
it's true.
Right behind Methuselah.
Protected
number 2.
class.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. And you cannot make fun of us for that or discriminate us against in a
That's
workplace.
Yep.
Nope.
Right.
Because I don't know where to go from there.
That's right.
Yeah.
And now we
no,
know
there's-
the origin story of eggnog.
You can't explain TikTok to
Did
me
we-
because I'm old. That's illegal.
we couldn't
Ditto.
figure out.
Do you like
Dude,
eggnog?
if
Is
you're
that a
old,
thing?
I'm fucking older.
Well, we couldn't figure out eggnog, but we got. We couldn't figure out ravioli, but we got eggnog. Got it. And that's the origin.
You know, we'll check all the boxes.
Eggnog.
You call
Better
me
with
down for this?
marinara or cream cheese? That's
Sorry.
the real question.
Ooh, good question. Good question.
Eggnog better with marinara or cream cheese? Sarah, go.
Oh, I don't know.
Stumped.
That was like 2 on the spot. I was going to say marinara.
That was my nickname in high school.
Hmm.
2 on this.
Yeah, we know that.
They called him the spicy meatball.
2 on the spot. Cool.
All
Let me.
I'm sorry. Do I leave now?
If you want.
Oh, you cross.
Oh, you cross.
No. You're gonna stay in the basement, and I'm gonna stay upstairs. Then.
As God intended.
Right. So,
All right, then.
so Jared,
Yes,
Brock,
sir.
come over to the left
Yep,
here.
yep.
So what's happening right now is a conversation.
I
between
have no
two
idea.
Right. It seems like the
between
sort of
two
thing that
married people.
They're going to
So
work
this is
this
something
out
we're
on
going
their
to be
own.
editing out on
trying
the
to figure
podcast.
out if this
And
is
there's a
in
right
fact
ear.
what. Yeah.
Like-
like
a
for the
work
Do they need
man-
to
phone
have
call,
a chat
it's
by themselves in the right
polite for
channel?
us to
So,
separate ourselves from what's
HIPAA
going
regulations, HIPAA
Talk
regulations
amongst
state
ourselves.
that
Right.
cannot be
Makes sense
brought
to
up
me.
on
But
the
I
pod.
do wonder,
Yes.
like, do they have some unresolved differences? Is that what this means?
Yeah.
So see, when a man and woman
on. Do you
love each
feel
other
okay
very
about
much,
commenting
Right,
on
right.
that?
When they
'Cause
love
we're
each other very
listening
much,
without
they
an
do argue
invitation.
from time to time.
So what's going to happen is they're going to work this out in the right ear while we figure
Are
this
they?
out. But we're going to play some
Right.
wonderful.
I
like,
hope we're a week away from
beautiful
Christmas.
music,
I hope
like-
this is all smooth by
In
then.
fact,
Right.
I'm
We
going
don't
to
even
read.
have a
sure. I don't want the
podcast.
Cougs' Christmas to be
see,
unpleasant.
We don't have a chance
what-
to counsel them next week. 'cause
Little
we're not
little
here.
do we
Really
know,
is true.
I'm going to have
So-
Joshua Harris read "I Kiss Dating Goodbye" in the right ear.
Okay.
Too late.
Honestly,
well, they
Oh,
did.
Joshua
They're
Harris
married.
probably
Okay.
fixed the
Think
whole
they-
problem. That's my, at least my supposition.
Blame Joshua Harris and
Yes.
Jesus.
I blame
So-
him and I celebrate his entire catalog. Yeah.
So over on the right ear, I'm going to start.
Is why I love you guys. And like I have to thank you for every week,
Wait, guys, wait,
entertaining
what's she
him.
saying?
Like
She's talking to us now.
that
So
lasts
it's
like
all cool.
3
Come back
seconds.
in, guys.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right.
You can
Like,
join
I
up.
think that's my exit. Like I don't know if I can do
I
anymore.
think they love each other again, guys. I
Oh
think
my
we're good.
gosh, we did that.
Oh, we did it.
We did that.
Hurrah.
High
We've saved
five,
Christmas.
fellas. We're marriage
Good news.
counselors.
Good
Oh,
They
news.
fixed it.
The Coog and Megan will have
Fix what?
Christmas presents all
That's
because
right.
of
And
us.
eggnog.
We
and
did it.
love.
We did it. That's us,
And
guys.
peace
We
and
did it.
goodwill. I think we solved
that was-
world peace too.
We did.
Thanks,
It's a
thanks,
Christmas-
Bucky. Thank you for helping us through.
It's a Christmas miracle.
That's right.
Our guiding light, Bucky Beaver, has shown us to the truth.
They will be very happy at Christmas time.
Oh, we did that. We did that.
My neighbors are just going to hear me yelling, "We did it!" and
Like Dora the Explorer.
And it's true. It's true.
we just figured out Bucky's clues. We just figured out Bucky's clues. we
did
just
it.
figured out marriage, and we are really smart.
That's right.
I don't know
That's
why marriage counselors charge by the hour. We needed like 3 minutes.
This is free. We don't even charge for this.
They should charge by the minute. I don't know what they're doing with the
They
whole
just need to
hour.
go in the right channel while we talk about them in the left. Everything will
Yeah.
be fine.
I guess the rest of the hour is the paperwork required, like by law or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right. Right.
So we can offer that out. Anyone call on the Squid Line. We'll fix your marriage in 3
Okay.
minutes or less, or your money back.
Easy.
Well, good thing you didn't pay any money because
Easy.
boom,
Yep.
caveat, boom, roasted.
We only take Canadian dollars. Yeah,
We take the toonie and the loony.
that's
and
right.
Looney Tunes.
All the fake money.
We take
that
the
can't be
toonie and the
real.
loony and we make them get along. That's it.
That's right, we do. In fact, we're working on marriages right now, and like just it's what's happening, and it's really great. And thank you know what, you out there, welcome to the Marriage Corner.
We're like Dr. Drew and Delilah all mashed up into
That's
one.
right.
Do you have a special
Call
someone
and
that
pledge.
I'll play a
At
song
this
for
point. Do you
them.
have someone? Really, if you don't donate to this, I'm asking you
Yes.
now to consider it.
In
that,
the
you know, honestly and
arms of
sincerely,
an
Marriages
angel.
are
this is
at
the sort of work
stake.
that your hard-earned dollars can support.
I can't wait to hear all this.
If you do
Hi,
not
guys.
contribute, there will be other Cougs and other Megans who don't have happy Christmases because we haven't had a chance to step in and solve
That's
their
right.
parents'
Yep.
problems.
Yep.
This
So
is a
we
long
need your
donate
support
now
today.
before it's too late. Christmas is next week.
985-28 squid.
Quiz, yes.
Today.
And if you have a special someone that you would like us to play a song for and
know
dedicate
what?
that to them in the moment in your life, get rid of Delilah. We're so much better. Just call
Hey.
us. We'll do
Hey,
it.
is that
Hey there.
Is that special someone? Is that special? Yeah, hey there. Is that special someone your friend? Well, I have a song for you. It's time to play Michael W. Smith's Friends. This is a long distance dedication.
Yes.
And a friend's a friend forever. Keep going, guys. I'm in the left ear. The Lord's the Lord of the... Oh, we're all in the left ear. And a friend.
So Brock, join me on the right ear. So
Oh,
I
sure.
have
Yeah,
the
what's going on?
perfect song
Welcome,
that I've already
Okay.
picked out.
I just
specifically for Pete for this
I'm
episode.
ready for
Pete,
because
have
it's
you
the
ever
Christmas episode.
left
Let's do
someplace and it had friends sung and performed
100%
in
into it.
tribute?
Yes.
What about you guys? Have you ever experienced that? Of
Live
leaving someplace when we moved from Virginia to North Carolina as kids,
Oh, yeah.
and like we're moving away from the church we were at.
The 80s was a big
Youth choir
thing for that
totally
song.
sang Friends in the
Yeah.
Sunday night service
Yeah.
to wish us well on our way. So
That's
I
right.
kind of hate it for today's youth, and that I don't know what song they have. I'm sure Chris Tomlin wrote it because he's the only one that writes songs now that get played in church. But
The last songwriter.
it can't be as good as Friends.
Is that the,
by
like, the
Michael
last
W. Smith.
Starfighter? Or
Do we know what the
So-
W is for? Anybody?
Wonderful.
Counselor.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the W's. Sorry. Keep going.
What does the W stand for?
But hey, is that the news from like Scavagon,
I believe so.
Until the Brockless podcast.
where all of the festive Christmas cheer is 100% in your left ear, all of the jackassery is solidly in the right ear, and all of our good tidings from all of us to all of you are above average.
I just wanted to take a moment and personally thank all of you for listening to all of our episodes. If you're new, feel free to go back and check out some of the old ones, hear some of our ridiculous stories. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up next year, a whole bunch of interviews lined up already that we're really looking forward to. So Merry Squidsmas to all of you who listen to our nonsense. I raise my failure puddle to you. It's a drink for those who embrace the chaos, sip by messy sip. May it bring laughter to your missteps and courage for the next round. Cheers.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Pickle Soldiers.
A perfect Christmas podcast.
Onward. From all of us to all of you, thank you so much for listening to the show. Oh, so glad to have you.
Have yourself a wicked hardcore Christmas. You know those Yankees lost. From now on, the Red Sox are no longer yourself a friggin' awesome Christmas. I hope you totally hook up. Call that broad from high school that was always drunk. Through the years, we'll all be drunk in Boston, doing Jaeger bombs. Call my brother Bobby so we can all get so.
By the way, after some of these low light videos, I realized like we're all doing Dogwood Do or Die, but it kind of looks like the Orange Man. You know what I mean? To those who don't know. I was like, oh no, I've made a huge mistake.
Hey, first rule.
Anyway, had to mention that. But I gotta go finish packing, guys. I gotta drive to Louisville tomorrow.
And let's all wish the Sox another kick-ass